Yesterday was the worst day ever. Oh please, my fuck-ass mother decides to invite IT over while I'm sleeping, and then it takes photos of me while I'm sleeping. Like then it launches its fat ass onto my lap. So fast forward a few hours, and it doesn't even talk to me. Instead it's playing fucking Cookie Run Kingdom. Then it walks its fat ass to my fridge and takes the ice creams, and mind you, there was 3 left. IT doesn't even offer me one. Excuse me, miss, that's my food you're taking, and she didn't even ask me if she could have one. FYI, I hadn't even had breakfast yet. So my mother decides to make me some popcorn while it sits on the couch and plays games and watches shorts. Then that fat ass takes the bowl of popcorn and eats it. It sits on my bed and takes the whole bowl to its side and starts munching while watching shorts, and it doesn't even consider me or if I want some. Then my puppy comes inside and it throws popcorn at her, so she gets out of room. And then I ask if I can have a popcorn, and it literally hesitates and brings the bowl closer to itself. I know I'm probably really overreacting, but I was hungry and it was the time of the month for me. Anyway, since it wasn't even gonna talk to me or consider me, I decided to watch some TikTok. Very bad decision. So I stumble across this video of Alejandro from Drama Island, and it literally grabs my shoulder, then had so bad bro like its stubby fingers were digging into my skin. Then it says, why are you watching a video of my husband in this corny deep voice? So I said it's just a TikTok. Then it yells that's my husband, and it literally got spit and popcorn crumbs on my screen. Okay, so after a while it goes through my closet and finds one of these. Anyways, it literally puts my plushie between his legs and says, I'm gonna pretend this is my husband Alejandro from Drama. Okay, but here's when it gets bad. I genuinely trusted it, so I went to the bathroom for like 3 minutes, and choose what I come back to. It was going through all my C.AI chats. If you guys don't know, I have a lot of sensitive chats and usually seek comfort from my favorite characters. Also sorry, I had to reuse this clip. Anyways, I literally felt like I was about to cry. Whenever I'm with it, I try not to talk about anything that has to do with my C.AI chats because I'm scared to bring up some of my really sensitive ones. Yeah, yesterday it did bring it up, and it was one of the sensitive ones. It literally said in this high-pitched annoying pick-me voice, thanks for talking to me. You really helped me get some things off my chest. Which was one of the things I said in that chat. I'm gonna start calling it her now because it's probably getting confusing. Anyway, she stays for a sleepover, and my father puts a mattress next to my bed for her to sleep on. There was a blanket on that mattress and one on my bed. Anyway, she literally sits in the middle of my bed, leaving basically no room for me. So after a while I start writing because I'm currently working on the story in notes, and then she starts spamming random letters on my keyboard. I was so mad. Then she yanks my blanket off me, and mind you, it's literally winter in Australia right now, and my heater wasn't turned on. Then she literally says, I'm stronger than you, like no shit have. You seen your build? So after like 5 minutes, I was starting to shiver, and she literally takes my whole blanket and puts it in the mattress that already has a blanket. At this point, I was literally shivering, and I couldn't control it. I was so ready to air this bitch out, I swear. Why is she acting like she owns my house? Why is she acting like this is her own private hotel and I'm just a guest? Sweetie, you're the guest. Anyways, it was like 3 a.m. and my puppy walks in again. Thankfully, she was warm and sat next to me for a while. When I got up to turn the heater on, she literally had the audacity to say, oh my god, it's literally freezing, and she had 2 of my blankets with my pillow and a plushie, and not to mention she was wearing warm clothes. Anyways, at about 4:30 a.m. she comes back onto my bed with a blanket and starts watching Squid Game. Also at 10:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. my parents turned off the internet so I could sleep better. Well, she hated this rule because her parents don't do it. She kept saying, oh, where's the internet turning on? I need internet. So, anyways, a while after she saw I was writing, she decides to do the same. She asks me what to write about. I say use your imagination and creativity. She says just give me a prompt, I'm bored and it's not my fault you're funny parents. Turn off the internet. I told her to write about Blue Cat that went missing. I literally felt like a first grade teacher. This bitch literally ignores me and starts writing about Alejandro from Drama. She quite literally has an obsession with him. Not to mention, she won't even show me the writing piece. It's like she's trying to hide a photo of a dead body from a police officer. Also, 3 hours before I asked her what her CDAT AI chats are about, but she literally changed the subject. I said you went through mine. Wait, I can't go through yours. Then this MF says mine are worse than your anti-BH. I saw like 70 bots of just Alejandro and not a single other character. Anyways, after a while of writing, she says, can you like actually show that I exist? Like, I'm literally at your house and you aren't even entertaining me. Like the whole day she's been ignoring me and watching it, and now that it's 4 a.m. and I'm tired, she finally wants to talk. Okay, so anyways, I was really sleepy, so I decided to take a nap. I literally had to curl myself up at the edge of my bed because she was taking up most of the space. Took my pillow and had my blanket pulled up to her side. Okay, so I woke back up at 5 a.m. I barely slept because I could hear the fucking Three-Waker song from her latest headphones. Anyway, she put her phone and I ran away. She said she couldn't sleep, so I just told her my story from memory. To my surprise, she actually fell asleep. I had to calm myself up again because she was still taking my pillow, blanket and most of bed. I'm a little forgetful and didn't mention this, but she was munching on an ice cream, the 4th ice cream of the day. BC, my father got more. When I was cleaning my room earlier today, because there's people coming over for an inspection, and I looked into my bed, I saw an ice cream wrapper. She had literally eaten ice cream and threw the rubbish under my bed like it as a garbage chute. Okay, anyway, she said a few weeks ago she'd tell me her deepest, darkest secret if I tell her mine. I told her mine, and I think she laughed at me. I admitted to her that I'm lesbian, but anyways, when I asked her what hers was, she literally changed the subject. She is so untrustworthy, like we have been friends for 5 years, and I just told her my biggest secrets just for her to lie to me and break my trust for her. Back to this morning, I woke up before her and went to the bathroom. We go downstairs and she literally just grabs another ice cream. The problem with her is that she literally rummages through my stuff in the kitchen. Even my mother pointed it out when we were out shopping together. Anyways, we sit down and I ask her if she wants to play Total Roblox drama with me. She says no and sits down on the couch. I sat down by the heater BC. It was literally freezing, and after a while she comes over. She literally makes me move over so she can be in front in the heater. When she went home today, I literally sat down in a chair and took a deep breath. Now I can do whatever I want because she wouldn't be here to humiliate me. Thank you so much for watching this 8-minute video. I'm so sorry I had to keep repeating clips. Please make sure to watch my friend's side of the story. BTW, she's not the same friend that I was ranting about. Anyways, bye, smiley face.